Man, was that the wrong button? You'd figure after all of this time I'd figure it out. Hello, hello. I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to my so-called life. My name is William, and this is the House of Sewing that I'm trying to figure out. Awesome. Awesome. My glasses are foggy because it's going to be a hot one this evening. Hello. Those are useless. I hope everyone's doing well. It's Wednesday night. My espresso maker's working. Let's go sewing. I'll wait for everyone to file in. I hope everyone's having a great evening. Joy and I are just hanging out. Oh, I'm in full soccer dad mode, so it's nothing but bad decisions, fast food, and a ton of coffee. So let's try that again. Just got home from driving around in the madness. So this evening I have crazy plans. I'm thinking about making more furry things. I made furry leggings and had this oh, thank you, Joy. Thank you. I had this moment when I was driving home in the car and I'm like, I have a ton of that material. I need to start working with it and do something with it. That and I need to clean out my hall closet. So it's a win-win. Awesome. Before anyone gets here, I will do the business because, my so-called life, it's kind of like a mullet, you got to do business up front. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and its content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, or wigs. All opinions expressed by my so-called life and program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the views of every human being on planet Earth. I hope everybody has a great evening flying my so-called life airlines. Just making sure, that's all. Thank you for asking, Skits Crasher. The emergency exits are a la izquierda and derecha. And for those who don't speak Spanish, it's to our left and to our right. I hope everybody has a great evening. Awesome. So, in my thrifting adventures, I recently purchased an Xbox. I didn't know if it was going to be a bad decision or not. Yay! Hello. How's it going, Water Knight? I want to say polished and assembled, but we know who it is. Hello. Yay! So I recently purchased an Xbox, and let's be real. I'm an impulse buyer of the thrift store. I purchase things all the time. And oh gosh, Skits, my son has an Oculus. I have to regulate the time. Oculus, they're strangely addicting. I'm such a geek. I put on the Oculus and I sit in the lounge. Literally that room, the beginning room. I love that. I just sit there and I look around. Because to me, it's like living in the future. But I bought an Xbox and I had to buy all the cords because I'm a grown man. My son was like, "What are we going to do?" I was like, "We're going to Amazon everything." And it works. It was a gamble. It wasn't necessarily working on one of the televisions, but I found out one of the monitors I have in here is a dud. So I'm excited because I purchased all kinds of things from the thrift store, but this room, its original intention was to have fun in. Me and Toodles, my predecessor, we used to sit here and hang out all the time, and we turned this room into, a real life man cave. And I turned it into sewing heaven. Yay! Hello, Liz. Hello. Great to see you. Great to see you. And so, I have all kinds of things in here. I have a weird Duck Dynasty game. I have a Super Nintendo, a Sega Genesis, and now an Xbox. My Nintendo 64 that I obsessively play, you know. So it's cool. And it brought my son out of his room. So it worked. My evil plan of buying an Xbox to get my son out of his room worked because he was playing it, and I'm like, my plan worked. Yay. Hello, everybody. So I've already made a few things. I'll wait a minute. If anybody is going to join, I'll wait a second. But I made a few things. But before I get to that, let's see. Excuse me. My original thumbnail. I'm gonna pull it up later. Let me see if I can do that now. I wonder if it'll let me view that. No, it won't. You know, it's funny. StreamYards, you should be able to spy on. You should be able to look at your own pictures. On StreamYards, you can't look at your own pictures. I made a thumbnail of Geordie LaForge, and for some reason, YouTube was like, nope. Because I looked in my entire so I'm holding down I sent you my exhausted. So I sat there and I utterly and completely damn, I can't remember what I was gonna say. Doesn't matter. Okay, so all right, so I made quite a few things recently, but this year I'm going more for the combo. You know, I'm trying to finish certain outfits. I'm trying to figure out a few things as far as like, you know, I make all these amazing things, but I do not necessarily make a shirt with it or a pair of pants. So I'm trying to make more outfits. How's it going? Hello. Yay. How's it going, Alibaba? Joy, hello. Awesome. I gotta take my boots off because this one's gonna be. How's it going, Rashawn? Good to see you. You know, now that you're here, you're having the whole versus things. I'm sure you probably have already had this idea, but you should have soundtracks. I don't know if there's that many, if everyone's from the late 80s and early 90s, but you should have, you know, get certain songs from certain soundtracks. Just a suggestion. How's it going? Hello. If anybody wants to join, just let me know. There's quite a few things I'm going to make, but it's early. And I still have not finished the hood of that shirt. It's been that kind of week. Awesome. Hello. Could make spots for the boots out of fur. Oh, spats. Well, once you see what I made, they're kind of in that realm. Awesome. Yep, sounds. I'm so sad. In my house right now, I still have the Thin Line Between Love and Hate soundtrack. I still have Above the Rim soundtrack, Deep Cover soundtrack. I have to go through my CD collection. I have quite a few. I have a and I was listening to Case earlier, and that comes from the I'm taking my boots off. It comes from the Nutty Professor soundtrack. That's my era. Just a thought. Awesome. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm about to get crazy and put on all the stuff that I've been making. I have some fake fur shoe ankle cuffs that are very cozy in winter. That was another thing. When I made these ridiculous things last night, I instantly felt the temperature jump up. Oh, right. It's gonna take a second to put those on. Seal Kiss from a Rose would be. See, now I have that song. On my channel, I'm constantly talking about music, so I randomly get songs stuck in my head, and I think that might be the song of the evening. I have a really good friend who, when that album came out, we would listen to it over and over. I'm looking at you. Oh, good times. Batman soundtrack. Awesome. That is a good song. That's absolutely a good song. Oh, that brings me back. That's a see, you see, soundtracks had amazing music back in the day. And now, and I'm not even trying to be facetious, I'm not trying to be mean. Can you name me a song from a soundtrack that was made in the past couple of years that everyone listens to? Let me go grab my boots. So I think the movie's called it's Dragnet. And I believe it was the Dragnet with Dan Aykroyd in the 80s. Once I put these on, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. I have a ton of fur fabric laying around, so I sew with it. I mess around with it, and recently, um recently it dawned on me that I had a ton of this, and I was like, I've made a million coats, I've made a ton of stuff, so I'm gonna go a little fur crazy. I really can't. The title track may be popular, but the rest of the soundtracks aren't as popular anymore. That's what I was thinking. It's because of my age. I'm stuck in a certain era. And because I'm stuck in that era, I'm like, hey, 1992 is still relative. But the people that were born that era, it might not be as important. The people that were born that year, it might not be as important as to someone like me. Those were in my formative years. And so because of that, these songs are still relative in my life, as I have Case just jamming in my head for soothing music, the soundtrack to 2000's Pride and Prejudice. This is my favorite song. Awesome, awesome, Ollie. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, 1975 Stompin' Punk. I listen to a lot of Fatback. I listen to a lot of I don't I'm all over the place with music when it comes to music. Gosh, I'm trying to think. There's a lot of soundtracks. But of course, I'm the geek who still owns CDs. So it's definitely the soundtrack to Baby Drive is excellent. There's a few old it's there's a that's a few years old now, and the song was already classics though. Okay, but were they original songs? Like the soundtracks that I'm talking about, these songs were made for the movie. Are these original songs, or are these like, they put Led Zeppelin on a soundtrack, everybody's gonna like it? Ah, there's number one. I was wondering where Kilroy went. Great to see you, Kilroy. Great to see you. I love. I'm about to. It's about to get furry here in a minute, but I just shaved my head. When one strand of this stuff hits my head, I can feel it. The fur is out of control. I opened up the bag of fur, and it was flying. Do you know what's so funny? I do judge people when they like serve me and stuff. But when I buy the fur and I come to the counter, I know why they have that look on their face, because they're like, and this guy's gonna want a ton of it. Because I get 4 yards, so they have to flop it out and then cut it. And the second you cut the fur, it's it's like a mushroom. Yeah, how's it going? Baby Drive sounds like bad news. Absolutely. If I'm not mistaken, Case Touch Me, Tease Me, the video is almost completely gone from the internet. Can't find a good one on YouTube. I just watched a video right now, but I wasn't even listening to it because I got this at my local dollar store. I got this really banging what's it called? Bluetooth speaker. So it's loud. It's actually changed. I'm walking around with my phone and this speaker around my house, but so it bumps. So now I just put it on and I can feel the bass and everything. But you're right though. You're right. I'm like that with a lot of things because I'm obsessed with the MTV era videos, and I'm obsessed with certain types of videos, and there's all kinds that you can't find anymore. Especially like early 90s what was the group? Oh, what was that group's name? Oh, it'll come to me in a second, but a lot of their stuff has been wiped from the internet because they had their publishers and stuff took all the money from them. Yeah, hello everybody. Hello. Hey, you're lucky I'm not sleeping. I'm officially sick and I feel like I'm gonna overrun by teams. Oh, I'm so sorry. Almost crashed the car. I felt so bad. Yeah. As somebody who has to take care of themselves, I completely understand that. I hope you feel better. I was talking about that today when I was holding court with all the soccer dads at the MMA class about how I can't hang with my new physical limitations. Oh, it's going to take me a second to put this on. And I'm purposely wearing pants that are tight enough to fit. Oh, man, fake fur. Do you know when I first made this, I was like, it's kind of leprechaunish, but then okay. I hope I did put it upside down because one of these sag. So I hope I did put this upside down. Okay, that's above the knee. All right, let me catch up. I don't like when they scrub YouTube songs. I listen to the most obscure music. Like I'm obsessed with Fatback. Try to find their music on YouTube or Dynasty. There's all kinds of groups that I listen to that they're slowly being taken off the internet. Absolutely, Joy. I hope you feel better. When your health starts going down south, it stinks. As somebody who constantly has health issues, I completely understand. Are you gonna do a fur hood? Can't wait to see what you. Thank you. I haven't decided. And you know what's funny? All of this started because I walked into my local Goodwill and I saw a young man wearing a fur vest with a hood. And when I noticed the tag on it, I was like, man, if I had left the house 5 minutes earlier, I could have bought that. It's probably the thing that's going around. But when you're on medication that makes you tired and sore, even a mild cold can put you on the mat. Totally understand. Totally. Furry snow. It's gonna be that kind of night. It's gonna be that kind of night. And Kilroy, every time I get sick, that's what happens to me. It's Bootzilla. See, but I have I've made quite a few things. So I have a coat. This definitely reminds me of Yeti legs. Or something in that. But that's what my channel is all about, is having a good time. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. YouTube has beef with Geordie LaForge. They would not let me use first I tried to put a Geordie LaForge thumbnail up and they wouldn't let me do it. And then I tried a Reading Rainbow thumbnail and they wouldn't let me do it either. Fur top hat. Okay. You know what? That one's cooking. That's feasible. I do. I sat here the other day and I'm like, what am I going to do with all of this fur? Because I still have a ton of fur left over. I know about that. Autocorrect and I hate each other. We are not friends. His new boot goofing like Lieutenant Dangle from. They're not fur chaps because I refuse to make a belt. This fur stuff goes crazy. So I'm going full jazzercise. 1980s, I made fur leggings. And get ready for this week's what's it called? I'm so sorry. This week's Friday Sews is going to be lit because these things I look without the rest of my outfit, I look like Dan Aykroyd in Dragnet. If anyone's seen the 1980s Dragnet version with Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I'm about to move my camera angle in a second. I have to put my boots on. You know, when I put crazy stuff on, I start laughing uncontrollably. So I'm warning everybody right now. I'm apologizing. I'm not kidding you, Rashawn. I tried 3 different thumbnails, and what they do is when they disapprove of what you have, they took my my background picture from my YouTube channel and they just used that as a thumbnail. That's how I knew, because I kept on clicking and I'm like, oh, my rainbow is still there. I took that picture almost 14 years ago in front of a Joann's, which is now a Hobby Lobby. And I just put a rando picture as my background. And they do have beef with LeVar Burton. They do. I like the top hat idea too. I do. Well, it's because I've become pretty proficient at making hats. Glue the fur to your banjo. I'll make a cover, but I wouldn't put glue on my banjo. That's not a bad idea, though. That's not a bad idea. A furry cover. Ah, that was a great movie. Absolutely great movie. Fur loincloth. I see where you're going, Joy. I see where you're going, and you know what? I might follow you. It may or may not be that kind of night. Make a fur book cover. Like I'm not judged enough when I go in public. Do you know how crazy people look at me because I read books in public? I'm not even saying this to be funny. People look at me like they're like, is that a book? Do you know people legitimately ask me that? Is that a book? And you know, depending on my mood is how I answer. But people ask me all the time, are you reading? I need a good comeback because sometimes I'm just like, what am I doing? What else am I doing? I had to clip on a guitar. The fur would mute the string. Absolutely. You know what it is? It's the Fender is a work of art. My Dean, I'll put fur on that thing. Furry cover sounds like one of those drinks only frat boys own. It's so true. I need to put my boots on. Because, you know, like I said, every time I make something furry, I act crazy. I'm apologizing in advance. Let me see if I can still do my kick like the Rockettes before I put my boots on, because these are amazing. I say it all the time. If you're having a bad day, there's something going on in your life, make something goofy and it will change your life. Or put a goofy song on, you know. Oh. Oh, right. And I've told Waternay 1,000 times, but there are boots that look like goat hooves. I will find them and I will purchase them. But I have my clicky clackies on. Is it are you reading? Or is it are you reading? It's so annoying when people ask me that. It bothers me. Oh, it would. It would. It would. It would. Oh my. Those had with that kick, we gotta put you in the production of a. I still have it. I still have it. After all these years, I still have it. Oh, good times. That's why I stretch every morning. Oh, the half boots are way easier to put on with fur leggings than with my full boots. I tried with my full boots and I was like, why am I breathing so hard? Because my cowboy boots are half calf, so they're up pretty high. Or they're full calf, I should say. Oh, so needless to say, I tried to film yesterday. I tried to film myself with these on. I was laughing so hard. It was like I was a rook. Like back when I was a rookie, I was just laughing. Let me see if. Oh, what's wrong with my camera angle? I want some of those hoof boots so bad. And I put on a decent pair of pants so you can see how tight these are. I made them so they could cuff around the knee. But obviously, my right leg is beefier than my left leg. Let me grab my phone. I made these. I was in the car and I was like, William, what is stopping you? And I had that moment of nothing. Yes, I know. I'm okay. I'll stand this way. It's not that kind of party. Seriously though, Alibaba, I want those boots so bad. I want the clacky hoof boots so bad. One singer sensation, every little seam that makes one thrilling combination, every coat that. Thank you, Liz. Thank you. Now the Bee Gees are playing in my head. Those boots are pricey. Or do I look like what's that one depressing movie with Tom Hanks and the last not Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise, The Last Unicorn? I'm sorry. It came out. I saw it at a certain age. So that movie has always been like, ah. Well, you can actually make these in pink. You just have to find pink fur. These were actually really easy to make. I just measured how high I wanted them to go and I made them. That's why tonight I'm going to try to figure out what to do with some of the fur I have left over. Legend. Okay, Legend with Tom Cruise. That movie scarred me as a child. I'm still crying over the unicorn. All right. So when I put these on, I'm in my hallway. I was filming. I was feeling it. I was doing this. I was doing this. But then it dawned on me, and I remembered that I made a ton of other stuff. Oh, I forgot about this. I can't say, oh, I forgot about this, but like, I forgot about this with the leggings. Come on. Come on. I don't even, you know what's funny? With this coat and the leggings, I don't even have to tell people where I'm from. They know I'm from LA. I'm sorry. Look at that combo. Oh. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly soul. I love this coat. I have my vest. I'm actually thinking about improving on it this evening. There's a few things I want to do to it, but I forgot about this. So 2024 is going to be the year of finishing projects. And I'm glad that I know where I got most of my fabric. Let me mess with my camera a little bit because I'm not liking the angle. Let's see if that's any better. A little bit, a little bit. Wow, you need to wear that to a con as a stylish snow creature from Star Wars. Boss of social life, Frost the boss. Thank you, Alibaba. Thank you. Are you kidding me? If you live in the Los Angeles area and you're 5'9" to 5'10" and you're into fur, I can hook you up for a good price. I made these to my height. There, man, I need to. I think I skipped leg day. My right leg is considerably bigger than my left one. I can sneak up on people when it's snowing and look stylish at the same time. This makes me feel like I'm in the Flintstones. This whole combo takes me back. Now you just need a pimp cane. Oh, where is it? There's so much stuff in here. Oh, I have my Amazon swords over there, but it's not that kind of party. Where are my canes? Do you know when I pulled my coccyx, I had a ton of canes, and then when I pulled my coccyx, it was ironic that I actually had one because I needed one. Where is my key? Where is my compass? Where is my compass? I could use my axe, but it's not that kind of party either. Where is my cane? I'll find it. But you know, this is the room of props. I'll just wear it as an ankle length. I could hook you up, polished and assembled in 2 seconds. These were awesome to make too. See that this is the whole point of my channel. Like I love sewing, but sometimes sewing is frustrating, especially if you have a deadline, if you're doing certain things. And I make things like this to remind me why I'm here. A gold tooth or a gold chain. I'm allergic to everything, so I can't wear unless it's real. So if you feel like sending me I'm more of a silver guy, but if you feel like sending me silver, I'm here. Watch out if it's in the closet near the bagpipe. Do you know what's funny? I need to clip that. I need to find that and clip that on greatest hits. That conked me. For anyone who doesn't know, bagpipes, their pipes in general are heavy, and that thing conked me. Let me see if I can back up, get full eagle. For some reason, I feel like my my camera was moved. Sorry. Maybe I got taller. Maybe I grew. Do you still have a lump on your head? Not necessarily from the bagpipe, but that day it definitely conked me. All right. So I have this, and I also still have this. This is Fred Flintstone. This outfit, well, no, the coat was Fred Flintstone. This is Barney Rubble. I know you ask yourself, where are you going? I'm going everywhere. That's where I'm going. That is. Oh, the fur. Every time I wear something, every time I make something furry, it makes me laugh. And you know what the funny thing is? You know who ran the second they saw the fur? Skits. Skits, I know you're there. I'm waiting to put the eagle on for he has a lump on his head. It's called his. We've learned to work together admirably, Kilroy. We work together like peas and carrots. And you know what's really funny? I say this every time to justify my madness. I got this thing at a $20 bin at a Walmart. And to me, it's an inanimate object. But for some reason, every time I put this thing on, I get a ton of views and a bunch of people all up in my DMs on Twitter. Make a fur stole that your mother lined with satin. You know what's really funny? She actually I can't read that with this thing on. But peas and carrots don't work together unless you boil that. I still love that combo. Peas and I'm so sad. I'm so sad and predictable. One bad bird. Love that big bird head. Yeah. Disclaimer, I purchased this at a bin at Walmart years ago. The eagle is definitely landing this evening. And you know what? I know, Skid Scratcher, I know you were there. People who are scared of inanimate objects are weird to me. I am sitting in a house with 4 mannequins, and they are literally just either a dress form to me or just 17 pounds of plastic, you know? And I noticed how everyone tuned in when I put this head on. Ah. Stop talking out of your left eye. that's that's the only way I know how to speak with this thing on. Do you know this would be good to wear to an event though? Because this thing is hot as Hades. And I'm a talker, so I got the greenhouse effect going on in here. Yeah, you didn't buy creepy guy the other. Yeah, you did. You didn't buy creepy guy the other. Oh, I gotta breathe. I have to breathe. I have to breathe. Back to Barney Rubble. Oof. Oh man. Hot air out both. Oof. You get the greenhouse. You get the greenhouse effect. You know what it is? It's because I have no hair. I have absolutely no hair, so I get steamy quick. You can tell if I'm nervous. I can't even lie. Oh, good time. See, every time I bring out the eagle head, I'm talking about soundtracks. It's Wednesday. Sewing should be fun. You should be laughing, when you're making things, enjoying yourself. Oh, that's fresh. Oh, that's good. So, what else should I make? I'm going to go through my red material and see if I have enough for red chaps. And if I do, I'm going to go get my red coat. I should actually check that right now. Oh. Oh. One of my reasons for doing this in the first place is because I'm reclaiming certain parts of my house, and I've kind of turned my hall closet into this black hole of like, oh, there's a space there. Oh, there's a space there. And I recently had to pull out a filing cabinet that was at the bottom of it. And it dawned on me how much fabric I've been hiding in my entry hall. Fur chaps out of the fur. So you think I should just add on and keep going? But I like the leggings look though. Maybe it's because I watch too much television. I like the leggings look. And yes, I'm still extremely stretchable, extremely stretchy at my age. Oh, that actually feels good. I had my hair up yesterday and walked outside and felt weirdly cold. Couldn't figure it out until I remembered I put my hair up. It's definitely because you have a turtle wax head. For real. That's why I'm always wearing hats. I have a collection of knitted hats. I have what I call my Oregon knitted hats, the ones with the ears. I have a collection. I have to protect my head, and there's so much lotion on here. Anyways, I have to protect my caw. Do you know what's really funny? I live in a neighborhood of crows, and it's strange. Matching fur hat. Keep the leggings. Also make some chaps. I do have a ton of material, but I want to see how much I have because I know this is a shocker. You know what? I should take some of this off before I open up the red fur because it's gonna make a mess and it's gonna get on the white fur. Oh. Alibaba, can you tell me again where I can get those boots? I really want those goat hoof boots, and I'm willing to pay full price for them. There's this YouTuber that I've been watching for years, and he had a pair. He lives in Atlanta, and all he did was have a short, and he just did the little click clack. And I was like, oh, I want those so bad. I want those so bad. Oh, man. These leggings are amazing. Oh, whoops. How did I do that? Okay. That would be a bit difficult, but I will try. Okay, no, it's no big deal. It's just I'm on the look for that particular look. And you know what? Maybe he got them specialty made. Maybe someone made them just for him, but they look like goat hooves, but they're black. And you're kind of perched up. I wear cowboy boots anyways because I'm constantly lying about my height. So it wouldn't be anything. I have do you know what's so funny? When everybody was making fun of Ron DeSantos, um there's a million reasons why you should or should not like that guy, but you know what? Anyone under a certain height will understand. I'm wearing these boots have a bit of a heel. It gives me the illusion of a height. If I was to take them off right now, I would sink down to like right here. Oh, how long is your hair, Kilroy? Do you curl it, or do you have a Daria? A Daria Bob. They are custom fit for sure, and they're very like high heels. I don't know if see, cowboy boots are more flat. I don't know if I could do the full curved foot because I don't know. You can buy them ready made fur moccasin. All right, I'm gonna pull out some of this red fur just to take a look. Oh, I think I do have enough. Oh, okay. Because I don't want one to meet the other, so I'm not gonna mess around with it too much. But I think I have enough for red leggings. Let's go sewing. And you know what? Pam's not here, but I want to thank Pam because she gave me the courage to put the furry fabric in my serger, and it works. The serger is just it eats it, and it's ready to go, and it's instantaneous. So you learn something every day from the factory. Furry leggings. We will be here, Joy. Nothing wrong with a man wearing heels. Now, if you pretend like you can't, like you came that tall from the factory, that's a whole. I tell everybody my real height because people tell me they're like, "Oh, you're tall." Even today, one of the dads I was hanging out with, he's like, "Dude, you're tall." I was like, "No, brother, I'm wearing heels." I told him the truth. I was like, "I wear cowboy boots," and my Wolverine boots, the sole, man, they make me like 5'11". And for anyone who's not tall, they will understand when I say that it literally gives me the illusion of height. When I wear my work boots, People think I'm way taller. Way taller. Actually, I will show you right now. Let's see how much taller these boots make me. That is I'm not kidding you, and I'm not even like joking. This is me with the boots, and this is me without the boots on. I'm Bootykins, just like what's his face? I'm Bootykins. Oh, does that make me Caligula? Oh, whoops. I basically have a Daria. I have a Daria do minus the bangs. If I wasn't scared of hairspray because my eczema hates everything I try. I tried Jane Lane. It's like when you go roller skating and you go to the restroom, the toilet is so that is it's so funny. I actually do that all the time because I'm constantly skating in the gym, and that's another thing that gives me the illusion of height. And my hair is blonde. It gives me the total illusion of height. These are awesome. It's really funny. I've actually seen people wear something very similar to this. And I'm going to say this again, and I say it all the time. It's crazy to me. I think it's because I sew and I watch a lot of, I'm constantly looking to see what people are wearing. I think that's what it is. But people try to pass fake fur off like it's designer. And look, hey, I am Captain Knockoff. I love a good fake Gucci, a fake Fendi. I love bootlegs, but I'll tell someone it's bootleg. Oh, I've been on skates twice. I was scared shitless, and I couldn't work around heavy machine tools or climb 100-foot towers, no problem. I have a nice bob. Always wanted a sleek 1920s bob. My hair will not do that. All right, so I'm gonna grab my table, put my jacket back on. Alexa, what's the temperature right now?
Right now, it's 55 degrees.
Oh, why are you quiet? Who is coming in here and turning you down? I need to know. Alexa, what's the temperature right now?
Right now, it's 55 degrees Fahrenheit.
Thank you for not doxing me. Every once in a while, Alexa will say exactly where I am. It's the weirdest thing, and it's really unpredictable. Yay, we all love your hair. Polished and assemble. Oh, thanks, Liz. Figured it'd be better to work with than against. Oh my god, that is so cold. Like I said 2 days ago, I'm from the West Coast. I'm a fair weather human. I start shivering. Anything under 60, I am literally shivering. And it's funny, not funny. My hair's too weird for a 20s bob. It's thick and fine at the same damn time. Yeah, it's beautiful. Point one of your secret cameras at a. I've actually changed my entire setup because I got the Xbox. It inspired me to clean that entire section. I put the zigzag machine over there as a wall hanger because it needs a little work. And being there, it actually is going to shame me into working on it because I'm going to look at it every day. Jane Lane was Daria's sidekick on this show. Do you know Daria is still on Paramount Plus right now? Every time I watch it, it actually makes me think of you, Kilroy. shows how little of Daria I've seen. I've got the Annie Lennox here right now. I love it. No fuss, no muss. That's awesome. Yay, welcome back, Joy. Welcome back. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this the same way that I did the other pants. I'm gonna grab my table. This is gonna make a mess. One of the reasons I'm sitting here waffling is because I caught my mic. I love working with fur, but it makes a mess. It makes a mess. Yay. Ever do those seashell clap curlers, Kilroy? Might work with your irritated skin. Alright. So I'm gonna get my table so I can get a good look at this. But I was surprised on how little material it makes to make something spectacular like that. And for anyone concerned, my Johnny Carson table will be back. But, tonight I'm getting extra furry and it makes a mess. And I needed a ton of room because the fur is no joke. Did I really just say I'm getting furry on YouTube? I'm going to cut that. Oh, how far? How far? Well, depends on what direction you're thinking. Either far how I've fallen or how far I've come. Oh. All right. Because I have quite a few mic stands, it's always a work in progress here. I don't blame you. I used to be able to take the cold. Now it just makes me hurt and tired. I can see myself moving to San Diego or Albuquerque or somewhere else hot. We would love you on the West Coast. We would love you on the West Coast. And San Diego is still kind of an awesome place. People from San Diego might differ, but I'm biased towards California. Go ahead, cut that fur. No, I've never heard of them. I'll have to give them a try. Okay, so let me see how much I have because I think this is more than enough. But the kicker is, can it go around my leg? If not, we'll make something else because this is super Elmo-ish. Oh, no, it can't. But I can make smaller ones, right? Who said they had to be humongous? You know what? I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to make some lemonade. Let me see this piece. Let's see if this piece is wide enough. Oh, it might be. Or I don't know if both pieces are. No, but I have an idea. Oh man, my dryer is gonna be like, really? Again more fur. Yes, come to California. Looks like coral colored with an orange tint. Do you know what? Sometimes being on YouTube makes me feel colorblind. But I did get this particular. I haggled with this guy for 2 weeks for this material. He was mad when I came back the next week with the price that he quoted me. He's like, "Who told you that price?" I was like, "You did, sir." And this was the beginning of my me working with furry material in the first place, So I got this downtown. So it might be a bit off because it probably sat outside for a while. Okay, so we're gonna go a little bit shorter than my white leggings. We're gonna go, what is that called? Ankle covers? You can tell what part of the 80s I'm from. Oh man, this red stuff gets everywhere. Okay. So, the most important thing to do first, because I'm not just all fluff, I actually know what I'm doing, is to measure. I have a thing for San Diego. My mom lived out there for a few years. Why the hell she moved back to snowy Pennsylvania, I'll never know. The name Balboa Park is burned into my brain. Balboa Park is beautiful. Never been to San Diego. Love the red fur. Thank you, Liz. Balboa Park is beautiful. There's actually a YouTuber that I no longer talk to, but they used to live out there and they would make videos there. Oh, quite a few YouTubers actually. Okay. Do you know what's funny? I'm less flexible because I have tight pants on. So I shouldn't go too tight though with these. So we'll go. Okay, that's extremely tight, but I have to remember I have a calf. So we'll go on the honest. Okay, that's much more honest. Perfect. So this is just going to be a test piece to see what happens, but I have a feeling that this is going to be the size. And it's going to look awesome with the red coat though. I am unprepared as always. Awesome. Not to mention riding the Pacific Coast Highway on a motorbike is on my bucket list. Don't forget to I've done that in a car. It is amazing. I've gone up PCH. I've gone from San Diego all the way to beautiful Eureka, California. Oh, and it's not like that show. That show was amazing. I was kind of hoping it was like the show, but it was nothing like the show. Sci-fi has a knack of canceling awesome shows. All right. All right, let's cut and hope. Let's see if I'm still flexible enough, and I am. Oh, that's perfect. Elmo would be proud. I'm trying to make them a little bit more loose. Let's see. Pulled tight with the serger. Yeah, that'll work. We'll see. If not, I can always add something to give it a little bit more integrity. What did I do with my phone that's buried somewhere in the fur? Oh, here it is. Oof. Seam allowance, not YouTube. Do you know that's why I got quiet? I am. That is so sad that YouTube has trained us like. That is. I got real quiet when you said that, but I was like, where are we going? I'm not going there. Oh, I get out of the house. I swear I get out of the house. And I have these really nice people that go with me. Oh, right. Oh, man. I think because I can see the red fur, it's just a mess. But onward and upward. Oh, could put a strip of white fur at the top. Ooh, I like that. This particular this one's kind of an experiment, but I still have a ton left over. I still have an absolute ton left over. All right, so I'm gonna move everything over and grab my Golden Girls chair and start surging. All right. Beautiful. As I just have 90 soundtrack songs blasting in my head. Rashawn did make a good point, though. Just because you're into something doesn't mean that everybody else will have that reference point. That is a very good point. Oh, awesome. I have a ton of stuff to move. That's the convenient and like I have a ton of table space, but I utilize it. Like this is the brother section now. This is where all the brothers hang out. It's a brother serger, two brother sewing machines back there. Oh, as soon as I realized the things. But you know, it's so sad though, because we used to speak directly to each other, and now we're scared to say things to each other, and everything's like, I have the foot stomping song in my head. It gave me the link earlier. Good music. We always need good music here in the House of Sewing. Awesome. Oh man. It's a bit fuzzy from the other project that I was working on. All right. Let me see if I can get a sewing hat. Oh. Perfect. This is going to go perfect with the red. with I've never heard that till today. Awesome. All right. So, measure 5 times, cut once. This might be big business. I know a lot of people I could sell these to. There's a certain crowd of people that I know that would love furry leggings. Do you know at this point, I don't know how many years in we're in, and I still forget my pin cushions. At least it's a good song in your head. Good times. Awesome. I think it's time to should that be my next project, is making a few of these? Because I was shamed by somebody that shall remain nameless for buying for actually buying these instead of making them. But should I make that a project? Should I make pin cushions? And keep in mind, I have a ton of tomatoes in here and I have elastic bands. I pretty much have everything I need to make that project. So is that something that I should add to the list? All right, that's perfect. Oh man, the white fur gets everywhere, but I forgot the red fur does too, because you could see it. All right, that's going to be a bit loose, but that's okay. It's that kind of party tonight. I have never lowered my love by the association stuck in my head. That would make a fun video. Okay. Because I was thinking about converting a bunch of tomatoes, a bunch of old tomatoes, because they're not old, they're just not used. I went through this weird tomato phase where I would buy tomatoes and then I didn't use them. It's because they would come with these really awesome pins, So I have a ton of unused tomatoes. And I think that would be ironic to wear a tomato wrist pin cushion. Oh, man. Senor Dyson is going to have his work cut out for him this evening. Good grief. Perfect. Never, my love. Shakes fist at auto. Autocorrect and I are locked in a battle. I can barely speak English and it's constantly correcting mine. Are we talking about tomatoes or tomatoes? You know, there's those red things next to potatoes. Okay. Oh, God. My mom would always sing that. You say tomato. I say tomato. You say potato. I say potato. Oh, look at that. This. Okay, I'm not going to praise the serger until it's done. But the serger is your furry friend. Perfect. Perfect. The serger is just undefeated. I'm sorry. I said it. I know I said it. I shouldn't have because now the thing's just going to flat out explode on me. But it's working well here in the House of Sewing. And for anyone who knows, my 2-year saga of whining about how I didn't have a properly working serger, it has changed my sewing. And again, I want to thank Pam for recommending that I could use my serger. Okay, that was a bit disconnected. I can fix that. I can see I was praising it too much. Oh, right. I gotta be mean to you or what? There we go. Perfect. My Dyson is filled with the Department of Labor as we speak and is contacting the AFL-CIO. Oh, I love that. I love that. As he should, Kilroy. Nobody should have to deal with that as their job. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, man. I'm going to run and grab my red coat in a minute. I didn't even plan to bust out the Elmo coat. I think I might have to make a furry type top hat. Joy, that was a great suggestion. I think I'm definitely going to have to make a furry top hat. Perfect. All right, let me cut off the excess. And if I'm feeling really froggy, I could wear these as arm warmers. For what? I don't know. Oh, that's awesome. All right, let me check the integrity. That one was perfect. Oh, look at that. You know, I think it's also the lighting in this room that's very deceptive. Oh gosh, that looks orange too. It's red. Oof. Do you know what's funny? That cowboy hat makes me sweat. See? Because it's all buckram, so there's nothing holding it back. All right. Hans has reclaimed the living room. I hear him screaming at somebody on his Oculus. I'm glad that he's moved. I told him he hangs out in his room too much. So I'm glad that he's back to yelling at people in my living room. All right, let me switch my angle. I'm going to go grab my red coat real quick. Oh. Actually, I should clean up. It is a red mess in here. Oh, good times. All right. So I'm going to clean up a little bit before my reveal. I have to Cut the edges, make sure nothing's hanging off anyways. I always get so excited to try things on. There's a few details I'll jump past. You need one of your hankies? I do have a collection of hankies. Thank you for saying. I do have quite an extensive collection. All my fur. I can feel it on my head. Oh, okay. I'm just going to put that there. We'll put this on the table. Oh, that fur is. Looks like I'm going to be taking another shower. Oh. All right. So I actually still have a good amount of red fur and a ton of white fur. I need a suggestion of what I can patch together. And somewhere in this house is the sherbet, but for some reason, I don't think I bought as much sherbet as I did with the red and the white fur. I could be wrong, but I can't find it. But the great cleaning of my closet is coming. All right. All right. So I'm going to grab my coat real quick. Man, tonight is definitely the night of 100 wardrobe changes. Oh, I have to watch this. This is red with fur. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, I'm going to go grab my coat. Be right back. All right. Let me get my click clacky boots. It is a mess in here. You know, let me go get my Dyson. I think the Eagle's going to have to vacuum again. Oh. And yes, my Dyson is from the Stone Ages. All right. Let me put this somewhere useful. I have so much fabric to go through. It is not even funny. Yeah, when the big one comes and your closet gets stuck in the crack of the earth, that might be the safest room in the house. There is and I say stuff, but it's clothes. There is so much clothes in there. When you walk in, it dampens the sound. That's how much I go in there and I have a chair in the very back. If I sit on the floor or on the chair, it's weird. It dampens the sound. Oh. Okay. Oh man, this stuff is everywhere. But I'm really liking this idea. And I got this. Well, I was driving home, but let's be real. I got this idea from RuPaul's Drag Race, from watching what people make and wear in general. But a good idea is a good idea. Oh, come on. Elmo would be proud. Dampens the sound and no one will hear you scream. You spelt cry wrong. Keith Olbermann does a podcast from inside his closet. He says it's the best sounding studio he's ever worked at. I love Keith Olbermann. I absolutely am biased. Oh, Skits, you missed the eagle earlier. We might have to go full eagle for you again. Oh, yeah, you missed it last time when the eagle, I was vacuuming. That's like prime sewing has lost his marbles, you know? Oh, these are amazing. Oh, I look like a red Clydesdale. I'm in love. I am in love. Oh. Oh, these are beautiful. Oh, come on. Even without the red coat, look how amazing. I'm in love. Me and these are going to hang out for a while. Black boots for the win with the red. I don't know what to call them at this point. Let me go get my coat. Let's go make some sense out of this. Oh. Do you know what's so funny? Not 2 days ago, I went off on a speech about how I make practical things. Oh, come on. Let me get my Captain Morgan stance. Oh, come on. Oh, put your gold shoes on with the furry leg. Oh, I should put my gold shoes on with the red. Look at that. I look like I'm going to Studio 54. This is America. You get issued a shotgun with your birth certificate. Oh man, the fur is flying this evening. I have a ton of leftover fur. I have no idea. Oh, Skits is here. Hold on, Skits is here. I have no idea what to do with it. So I'm going to start working with all my scraps, with all the fur that I have left over, and I'm going to start making amazing creations. It's time to let the fur fly. Oh, all right. You look like Oscar the Grouch's cousin from the fancy side of town. I am Oscar the Grouch's cousin from the. Oh, that's a good name, Oscar Sanford, because I'm adding myself to that family. Oh, I absolutely love my red coat. Oh, get them together, like color blocking. I really like that idea. I really like that idea, Joy. The scene is busting loose. The bank job. He looks like cool Mo G from an alternative. I'll take it. I forgot. You know what's so funny? Making this made me forget how much I love my furry coats. I still have a ton of material, so I need more ideas. I was thinking about gloves. I was thinking about all kinds of things. The top hat is a great idea. I absolutely love. He's ready for the pimp's ball with the leggings and all. I love doing my Captain Morgan stance with these. No, he's ready for the playa haters ball. I'll go to both. I'll go to and win both. And win both because I'm opinionated. I'll read them down. And this was definitely a win here in the House of Sewing. Leggings for the win. Furry material rarely disappoints. I'm liking the look. I'm sorry. With my black boots. Oh, come on. Look at that combo. Look how spectacular that is. I'm sorry. I apologize. I am impressed with myself right now. I love the linings you did with those coats. Thank you. These are mooses. Whatever the plural to a moose is. It's red material with a white moose. And the other one was this really, on the white coat, it was this really thin material. And I really didn't know what to do with it. And it came out perfect on the white coat. And I still have a ton of it. So I might, if I do anything with the white fur, I might line it with that material. Thank you for reminding me, Polish and Assembled. I completely forgot about that. But yeah, this is a moose. Because I'm all about crazy material and lining it with stuff. I have this weird love for those like the horse prints, the all those weird prints they have at like a Hobby Lobby and Walmart. I love those prints. Oh man. Absolutely. I love that dog. I loved that dog. Oh, with the leggings for anyone who's tuning in right now. Oh, good times. Good times. Oh, it's a red mess in here. Oh. Hi, I am Godless the Conqueror. Oh, this coat is something else. This coat is something else. There's a moose in my house. Thought it was a deer. There's a moose in my house. Got a major problem here. If he skates in those leggings, he might die. I have had a tripping problem lately. It's my age. It's a sign of my age. Or I'm just, what's so funny? People they perfect certain things with age. I'm just getting sloppier. I did eat it on my bell bottoms / Jankos. I made them bigger than my rollerblades, and I completely and utterly ate it. That was a glorious day. Oh, remember that song from Pirate Radio back in the day? Oh man. It is definitely time for a coffee break. Oh man. Do you know what's funny? I still need to make a hood for that. I still need to make a hood for my tie-dye shirt. I have not done that yet. Do you know what's really funny? I don't even know why, because I absolutely love the material. That will be in my Friday sews this week when I eventually finish it. I fell in love with the leggings, so most of the video is going to be me like, oh, I love this, by the way. And I'm trying not to buy a sewing machine every time I see one, so I may or may not have a sewing machine this week. A friend of mine, a friend of mine in high school had a baby moose in his pool once. Poor little thing. Oh, no, they're not little. At my height, like you could walk under a moose at my height. Yeah, they're yeah. My claim to fame when I lived in Oregon is I walked up to one and the thing didn't just step on my head. They're huge. But I love the lining of this. I did it for science. And there's a reason why I stopped drinking alcohol. I was young. I was in my 20s. There's a time and a place. It's called college. And I walked up to a moose. And the funny thing is, the people I was with, they were like, William, William. And I remember I ignored them as I kept on walking towards it because they were from there and they knew. Like, still to this day, they're like, I can't believe you did that. Maybe the moose felt my stupidity and my youth. I was driving and saw a moose. Its belly bottom was at the top of the Ford Edge 2000. Yup, they're huge. I actually know exactly what kind of car that is, too. So in my youth, I found out exactly how tall, and I was wearing flats that evening. So I tell everybody's got a lifetime booze quota. Some of us blow through ours faster than others. It's so true. I had a lot of fun when I was younger. I had a lot of fun. I can't imbibe like that now, so I don't. I don't. And it's not even a judgment or anything. It's just I can't hang, so I don't. But I had a lot of fun when I was younger, and I had a ton of fun getting near. I had 2 very close bad encounters with a moose. Absolutely. You have more luck with a deer. Deer are dumb, and people don't like when I say that. They get mad. Deer need help. We have turned deers into pandas compared to a moose. A moose knows it's the size of a Cadillac. And remember the episode of Invader Zim, a room with a moose? Do you know what's really funny? That's one of the only cartoons I think I'm subscribed to on Paramount Plus. I had a deer attack me. Its baby must have been close. They are no joke. Deer are there's when I lived in Oregon, it was this really weird cliche how all year long you would see them. The second hunting season started, you wouldn't see a deer for miles and miles. Oh man. Should I put the white leggings on with the red coat? I think I'm gonna do that since it's that kind of evening. And I will be I'm gonna be taking off here in a little bit because I have many hours of laundry to do. I think it's the time. I don't know if it's the time of year. I think it's because I'm constantly doing wardrobe changes, but I live in a laundromat, or I need to. How did you survive? I walked up to it and I turned around and walked away. Ignorance is not only bliss, it is a glee-filled place. Yeah, I walked up to it and walked away. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is very much Fraggle Rock. I like that. Thank you. I had a plush hanging on my truck. Oh, on my rack, my entire Iraq deployment. And oh, it was my lucky girl. It took me a second. I was like, what? I loved that show. That's another show that I was watching that I was way too old to watch, but I was watching it. That's a good show. And a buddy of mine who was older than me, he bought, like, I think it was whatever they were up to or the entire series on DVD. So in my early 20s, I weirdly watched it with a friend of mine. I'm not kidding. I got covered in snot and then it kicked dust all over me. Oh, they're crazy. Alibaba, they're scary too. And that's another thing. You don't realize how powerful they are, until you get near one. Maybe yours is a household that needs 2 washers and 2 dryers. Do you know what's sad? I own another washer and dryer. It's just not on this premises, but I actually do own technically 2 washers and 2 dryers. That would be one heck of a hookup. That would be a day of running pipes. Ignorant ain't just a river in Egypt. uh, Absolutely, Alibaba. Glad your charm worked, skits. Oh, Gur is awesome. I had to lurk away from one moose and he didn't. It took a leak up. It took a leak upstream, and that is when I knew it stuck up on me. That's absolutely crazy, Alibaba. Those things, you don't realize how powerful they are until you see one and you're like, that is the size of a car. Absolutely. Time to get those installed. That reminds me, I need new nothing like the rain will remind you that you need new windshield wipers. I got all this work done on my car. My car feels like a brand new car. And then it started raining and I turned on my windshield wipers and I hear this er, it was yelling at me to replace it. It was yelling, replace me, replace me. All right, I gotta plug this in. I'm gonna grab my white leg warmers and see how they look. Do you know the serger absolutely worked again? Hard to believe something so huge can be so stealthy. Oh, a moose is no joke. And for anyone who remembers the movie, whenever I put these on, whenever I put the white leggings on, it reminds me of Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks in the Dragnet remake. And the scene where they go to the I don't even want to give the movie away. If you're bored and you have time, go watch it. That's back when people cared about movies. It's a good movie. Oh. All right, these ones are a little bit more complicated to put on. Man, when I put these on, I'm not going to take them off for a while. Oh. Okay. I had a little bit more white material, but I've recently bought more, because I have a vest, I have a jacket, and I'm looking for a legging that's right here. It's bad when the blade holder is scraping on the windshield. I was embarrassed because I'm pretty up on that stuff. At my job, that's like one of my jobs is to make sure all the vehicles have proper windshields. Like they love me at the local auto parts stores. And of course, I ignored my own vehicle. It's laughable at this point. I gotta back up to put this on. Okay. Man, tonight is a night of many wardrobe changes. Many. Oh. Oh. Perfect. Not a sound in the creek was round rock filled at the bottom. It was a big moose too. It was a campground in Yellowstone, and the park officers saw and couldn't do a thing. Oh wow, I've been to Yellowstone. Around it, and it would have attacked me at first. Wow. Yeah, they're no joke. Like moose are no joke. I watched a video of a woman in Yellowstone who was trying to take a selfie with a buffalo, and the buffalo gored her. And They tell you when you go to these places, like, this is not your home. This is the bison's home. This is blah, blah, blah's home. And they tell you stay away from these things, and people do not. I love the red. This red coat has grown on me. I'm just going to wear the red and the white coat around the house. Oh. All right. Perfect. I am sweating. The fur is so warm that I am like sweating. My glasses are fogged up. It's a furry desk. It's that kind of night. Oof, it's hot. For anyone tuning in, I made white furry leggings, but now I'm wearing my red coat. And I just made, I don't even know if you call them leggings, but like red ones, but they weren't as long. I don't know what you would call it. Let's see if the red one fits like a kufi or not. Oh, well, that one won't fit because I have a big head. Nope. Nope. Giant head. My head is bigger than my thighs. Good to know. My favorite stories are the European who got themselves in trouble in our national parks because they aren't used to deadly animals. Oh, see, I watch those videos. I do because it's weird to me. I wouldn't just go swim with a shark. Wolves are just big floppy dogs, big floofy dogs. Bisons are cows, no big deal. It was crazy. That video is crazy. It's all over the internet too. It's in Yellowstone. A woman walks up to a bison and it's like, is she crazy? It looks at her like, are you crazy? And then it got her. I hate that predator animals are in the wild are friendly to me. Even in the city, we have weirdly intrusive squirrels here in my town. They will walk up to you. They're like zoo animals. They remind me of the prairie dogs at the LA Zoo. It's the first exhibit when you walk up. They are zoo animals. They walk up, they pose for you, take pictures, they put their collection plate out. Oh man, where is my other phone? There we go. Oh. Better than the alternative Alibaba. Wouldn't press my luck though. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm definitely going to call these white leggings a win. These were a really good idea. And another thing that I can make out of all the fur that I have, I'm determined to start using all the fabric that I have. I have rolls and rolls of fabric in this room. And every week I still go out and go fabric shopping in downtown. If I see something in my neighborhood, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cheap. Let me buy that. So I think it's time to start working on the things that I have. I have a player with a young Wolverine. For 2 years. A couple would greet me when a coyote couple would greet me when I came home at 2 a.m. every night. They brought me their puppies. Oh wow. Make a teddy bear. Do you know that's something I've never done? And a lynx was calling out to come over, making sure I knew he or she was coming over. We have those here too. We have lynx here too, Alibaba. Joy, that's a good idea. I've never made a stuffed animal before or anything in that realm. I'm trying to branch out, because I make everything that's clothes. But I bought a pattern for a bag that I have not made yet. But I don't know if I want to make a furry bag on my first jump. I ran inside. Absolutely. We have cougars here. And I'm not talking about people's mothers who love people that look like me. I'm talking about actual real 190-pound cats. We have them here. Man, when you see them face to face, you're like, oh my gosh, you really exist. Maybe the sense of the Neanderthal heritage was 75%. It made them think of you as one of them. Oh, that one destroyed me. Is that why animals come running? You ran inside. Oh, I would have been tempted to stick around and admire. Yeah, but something like that. Do you remember what I told you about Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson has a rule of never own anything that could beat you up or drag you in its cage. Oh, man. It is a furry mess in this room. The Wolverine, I thought, was very ugly mutt. Was so much fun and so smart. It taught me to plat a game, really. Oh, wow. Oh, to play a game. That is amazing. That's absolutely amazing. We have scary animals. Like we have skunks and raccoons in my neighborhood. I don't hang out with either one of them. Oh. So I'm gonna call this one a victory. The white coat with the legs is beautiful. We would take turns chasing each other. It was so fast, doing crazy 8 leg patterns running around. I'll never forget that. That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. I can't say that I've ever had a positive interaction like that with nature. And dogs love playing that game like that too. Absolutely. I'm a dog person. I will stop to admire a dog. I'm one of those people. I absolutely love dogs. Oh man, let me check my notes. It is that kind of evening. You know what? I am thoroughly impressed with this. Oh, and it fits my whole thinking outside the box thing. I'm gonna start adding to all the stuff that I've been making, and I've been going through my closet. I've made a ton of stuff. Let's be real. Like I've made a ton of stuff. I've been cleaning out everything, and I'm like, where did all this come from? I have so many coats that I didn't notice this between a bunch of other coats. I was in my closet and I'm like, am I crazy? Am I crazy? I know there's a white furry coat in here and I could not find it for the life of me. But I did. I have thankfully never met a wolf. I've seen quite a few. They love my area, but with all the building, it's pushed out all the animals. So I really don't see coyotes or bears or anything anymore because they've been developed out of this area. It's actually really, really sad. For listening, pleasure after the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna park this one in a little bit. I have I have so much I have to do. It's not even but we'll still go for a little bit longer. It's still a bit early. On the West Coast, it's not even 10 o'clock yet. And I thank everybody who listens to me on the East Coast. You guys are amazing. And to everybody who watches these streams after, I thank you. 40 to almost 50 something people watched my stream from Monday after. Cheers. Cheers. Oh. Okay, let's see. I'm so glad I wrote that down. This is why I keep notes. I still don't know why YouTube is mad at LeVar Burton. They're mad at Jordy. But okay. So I dropped my son off when I went to pick him back up from school. I left my neighborhood and I'm going down a hill. And I look and I see people walking, and I'm like, oh, lovely people. It was a beautiful day because the storm is kind of passing overhead, but the clouds are amazing. It was beautiful. And I witnessed a human being walking sideways with a pizza in my car. I had my windows rolled up, but I was like, oh my gosh, you're a psycho. And I kept driving, but it was such a point of contention with me. I was like, are you kidding me? Maybe LeVar Burton's publicist is hyper vigilant. It's been a long time since I've had a thumbnail removed, Waternay. It's been a long time since I've had a thumbnail removed. So I was kind of shocked because I put all kinds of crazy stuff on YouTube, you know. Absolutely, Joy. If it's the song I'm thinking of. I've always loved that song. Absolutely. Tripping hazard on purpose with carrying a pizza. Alibaba, I was like, because I'm going to tell you, I watch a lot of crazy videos, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and it's always in New York where people are shaming people, But today, I'm trying to think if I've ever seen someone carrying a pizza sideways in real life. And I'm driving to my son's school, and I'm like, did I just see that? Is that real? It was real. She was holding a pizza sideways. And you know what? To person in my neighborhood, I'm judging you. Were they walking sideways? They were walking uphill. Man, and they carried that thing, and they were like Little Caesars. They had a Little Caesars pizza. If you're walking from where they were, they walked basically half the length of my town sideways. I've seen this happen. I didn't think it was real. I thought it was just that fluffy stuff they put on the internet to entertain people like me who have nothing else better to do but watch crazy videos. Drunk punk rockers going down the hallway while another one steps forward to pay. Who walks around with a sideways pizza? Man, is this real life? We are on the dark side of the mirror, like people say. We are in the other timeline. Oh. I need a complicated project. Is it time for a pirate shirt? There's this person, her name is Waternay, and she made an amazing pirate shirt. And I think it's time for a complicated project. I even put it in my notes. It's time for a complicated project. Absolutely, to mine too. I'm not even necessarily supposed to be eating things like that, and I still love pizza. No, I do not. Waternay. But I need a good, complicated project. Thought you should. Yeah. I think it is time for a pirate shirt. I definitely think it's time for a pirate. I need a good, complicated shirt. And I want the Seinfeld puffy shirt. I do. I want to wear that. And I know they sell it, but it's not that kind of party here. I'm going to make it. Awesome. The Squares Pirate shirt is easy. Okay. I need something complicated, I'm looking for excuse me. I'm looking for a complicated project, Not something too complicated, but I'm looking for something intricate that's going to take me more than my usual I'm efficient. I am beyond efficient. So I need something complicated. I should make another real coat. I made when I made the cloak, I had an Alaskan King Sears blanket. The thing was huge. It was bigger than my living room. So I made quite a few things, but I made a really intricate coat when I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing, and I actually made it the right way. So I think it's time to I need to find that. That was my flared cuff era. I didn't know how to finish coats, so I just made everything flared cuffs. They do a fitted suit with fur. That would be all the tailing, the fur might cover some mistakes. The fur always covers mistakes. Are you kidding me? Don't let me show you this collar. If I just go like this, professional. Like this, homemade. The gussets are a bit fiddly, and you have to do with the gathers, but it's not bad. Interesting, complicated, but not overambitious complicated. You know I love both. Overambitious is my middle name. I'm feeling the fur. I'm sorry. And it's warm too because it's cold. Alexa, what's the temperature right now?
Right now, it's 53 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, it's still 53. It has not gone up or down. And I'm like, oh, it's freezing outside. Awesome. No, tailoring uses fabric like now. They do it at a premium too. I've seen a complicated suit lining lace recently. Or soup lining. Just give you a hard time. I try to correct the autocorrect because I'm like itching. The fur is making me itch so hard. Oh, that stuff. I can feel it on my scalp. I can feel it in the back of my head. This stuff sheds. And this one really shouldn't shed because I wear it all the time, but it still sheds. Oh, good times. Good times. I do need a good vacuuming. He said Campbell's soup. Okay, so I'm not tripping. Okay. I do need to be vacuumed. Do you know what's funny? I think I have one of those old shop vacs. People give me weird things, and a long time ago someone gave me a weird Ryobi set, and it came with a shop vac. I just like the shop vacs because they remind me of the Dustbusters. I'm old. If you remember a Dustbuster, don't forget to take aspirin in the morning. You're awesome. It does help with the flyaway fur. That's the problem. Like when I was at Hobby Lobby, the lady who I initially worked with, she was really nice. The manager's crazy. The manager at Hobby Lobby is crazy, and that's okay. But when I pulled the fur out, she's like, "How many yards do you want?" Then the lady at Walmart, she gives me a hard time where she's like, "Oh, the fur again." Yuck, shop vac would do the trick. I have the oldest first time. Dustbuster. I think it's the nostalgia from the commercials and stuff. I love the Dustbuster design. So anything that is in that realm, I probably have one. Anything. And I got this really weird Ryobi set that came with all of that. Oh, and the Dirt Devil. Absolutely. He needs one of those vacuums at the DIY car wash. I would love one of those. Are you talking about the giant tower with a hose? That would be awesome. I have an old made in Cleveland Dirt Devil. Oh, that's awesome. I was watching a business penmanship stream. I mentioned that I had the Palmer method in school. Then I realized that I had made sounds about 95. I know the feeling. I actually know the feeling. That's like even today when I was telling Rashawn, oh, you should do soundtracks. And he was like, well, that's a very specific window because you'd have to be born in a very era, watch the movie. I didn't think about that because I always think oh, everybody's seen A Thin Line Between Love and Hate with Martin Lawrence. Not everyone has. Yay, hands, yay. All right. I'm at the yay, I'm at the 2 hour mark. This evening we came, we saw, and we conquered, people. We conquered here in the house of sewing. And everybody found out that I should still work for the Rockettes. After all these years, I am still flexible. I look like a billy goat. See, I shouldn't have cut my goatee. Oh, great times. Great times. So fluffy. I was taught the Xander Blosser style at St. Joseph's. Now I'm not doxing myself. There are a billion Catholic schools named St. Joseph's. There's one in my town. You're not doxing yourself. There's a St. Joseph's for everything. That's like Our Lady of fill in the blank, the Immaculate fill in the blank, our church of this AME. You get an AME title. There's a title for everything. You know, the Holy Glorious, blah, blah, blah. That's in every town in America. That's so true, though, Kilroy. So true. Snazzy. Hey, I like that. All I see, that's why I need the boots. That's why I need the boots. Absolutely. Chronicle of Narnia is awesome. That's why I need those goat boots. So I'm going to go hit Google and Amazon. I'm going to go look for those boots this evening. I think I went to school of the misconception might be why I'm so confused. Went to the school of the holy misconception. I also went to a Catholic school called Immaculate Conception, not doxing myself. There's probably at least one of those in every country. There's one with that very name near me. Not in my town, but like in the foothills. It's kind of like, okay, name me a state in the United States of America that does not have a town or a road that says Lafayette. I'll wait. Tell me. I'm volunteering. Have a great night, Liz. I'm going to be ending this really soon. There is a Lafayette in every state. I dare you, even in Arizona or in Martin Luther King Boulevard, except for Arizona. But like in America, we repeat everything. Dum de dum. I'm Canadian. The Canadian makers should come up first. 1 sec. I'll try to find it. Chronicles of Narnia was great. Absolutely. I'm going to be Googling those goat boots because of all these suggestions now. Absolutely. All right. We'll give Alibaba a quick second. I'm going to be taking off pretty soon. But I'm, yay. I'm actually still excited that I'm still this flexible after all these years. I'm in my 40s and I can still kick. Some Molly Shannon for you. Yay. There we go. Awesome. I will, I'll be back at it on Saturday. Yay. I'll be back at it on Saturday. Same old craziness. I always say, like, I'm not going to go thrifting. I'm not going to do this. I need to do this and that. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I'm a morning. Like, the funny thing is, every day I wake up, I'm like, oh, what's so good about the morning? Saturday morning wakes up, I'm like, what adventure am I going to get into this morning? I'm ordering my McMuffin at 7:15 in the morning. I was doing yoga and did the splits. I told my roommate, look, I don't do this very often. Absolutely. Like, hey, I'm doing something spectacular. I need you to look at this. Well, I know my Rockettes career isn't over yet, so I still got the kick. Nope, wrong guy. That's okay. I'll be back at it on Saturday. If I do this once, they'll need to call the coroner. It's one of those things. I can get down there. I just don't know if I can get back up. This has been a great stream. You guys are absolutely amazing. I'll be back at it on Saturday. I'm working on a video right now. I'm working on my Friday shows. I like the format because it keeps me wrangled in than making 15 videos throughout the week. So I like the format. So I'll be back on Friday hopefully, and I'll be back on Saturday with a live stream. I hope everybody has a great week. I've had such a great stream. I thank everybody. I love being able to come out here, wear goofy clothes, put on goofy combinations, and just hang out with you guys. So that's what this is about. I'll be back at it on Saturday. Thank you so much for watching me and be a crazy person. I will see everybody hopefully on Saturday. Was fun seeing the fur mix. Thank you. That the fur flew this evening. The fur definitely flew this evening. Oh, whoa, whoa. Hold on. One more second. I'm always down for the special guest appearances. Do you know if you told me 10 years ago I would be doing this, I would have called you a liar. And remember, always be yourself, reinforce your seams, and I will definitely see you next time. I hope everybody has a great week. I'll see you on Saturday. Bye.